The universe cannot be self-caused. God is the necessary cause. Instead, it is contingent, meaning it requires a cause outside of itself. That cause has to be an uncaused, self-existent being who grounds all of reality. We call this being God. 1. The universe is contingent. To understand why the universe must have an external cause, we need to consider the concept of contingency. A contingent entity is something that does not have to exist, its existence depends on something else. In other words, a contingent being or object might not have existed at all, and its existence requires a reason or cause. The universe exhibits several characteristics that indicate it is contingent. The universe had a beginning. The scientific consensus, based on the Big Bang Theory, is that the universe began around 13.8 billion years ago. Prior to this event, the universe as we know it did not exist. There was no space, time, or matter. Anything that begins to exist must have a cause for its existence because nothing can come from nothing. Therefore, the universe, which began to exist, must have an external cause. The universe is finely tuned. The universe is also finely tuned for life, meaning the physical constants and conditions that allow for the existence of life are precisely calibrated. This fine-tuning suggests that the universe is not necessary, it could have been different, or it might not have existed at all. This contingency points to a cause that selected the particular conditions we observe. The universe is composed of parts. Everything in the universe is made up of parts, galaxies, stars, planets, and even atoms and subatomic particles. Anything composed of parts depends on those parts for its existence and configuration, further demonstrating its contingency. Given these characteristics, it is clear that the universe is contingent. It does not contain within itself the explanation for its existence, rather, it relies on something outside of itself to account for why it exists in the form that it does. 2. The universe cannot be self-caused. Since the universe is contingent and began to exist, it requires a cause. But can that cause be found within the universe itself? The idea of a self-caused universe is logically incoherent for several reasons. Self-creation is impossible. For something to create itself, it would have to exist before it existed. This is a logical contradiction. If the universe were self-caused, it would have to bring itself into existence, but it could not do so unless it already existed. Therefore, the universe cannot be the cause of its own existence. Time and causality. The universe includes time, which means that time itself came into existence with the universe. Prior to the existence of the universe, there was no time. But without time, there can be no change, no process, and no cause and effect relationships. This means the universe could not have caused itself to come into existence because there was no temporal framework in which such a cause could operate. The problem of infinite regress. If the universe were self-caused or part of an infinite chain of causes within itself, this would lead to an infinite regress, an endless sequence of causes that never reaches a starting point. However, an infinite regress of causes does not provide a satisfactory explanation for the existence of the universe. There must be a first cause, a cause that is not contingent but necessary, to stop the regress and provide the ultimate explanation for the universe's existence. Since the universe cannot be self-caused and requires a cause beyond itself, we must look outside the universe for an explanation. 3. God as the necessary cause. The cause of the universe must have certain properties that make it capable of bringing the contingent universe into existence. These properties point to God as the only sufficient cause. God is necessary. Unlike the universe, which is contingent, God is a necessary being. A necessary being is one that must exist and cannot not exist. God does not rely on anything else for his existence. He is self-existent, meaning his existence is part of his very nature. In contrast, the universe exists because something caused it to, but God exists by the necessity of his own nature. God is timeless. Since time began with the universe, the cause of the universe must exist outside of time. God, as the creator of time, exists beyond temporal constraints. He is eternal, existing without beginning or end, and therefore does not require a cause for his existence. Only a timeless being could bring time itself into existence. God is omnipotent. The creation of the universe from nothing, ex nihilo, requires immense power. God, as omnipotent being, has the power to create the universe without any pre-existing material. This is an ability that contingent beings and the universe itself do not possess. God is personal. The fine-tuning of the universe for life suggests that the cause of the universe made a deliberate choice to create a universe with such specific characteristics. A personal being, capable of intention and purpose, is the most reasonable explanation for this kind of design. God, as a personal being, freely chose to create the universe with life-permitting conditions. 4. God is not contingent. While the universe is contingent and requires an external cause, God is fundamentally different. God is not contingent, he is self-existent and necessary. God's existence does not depend on anything else, and he is not composed of parts or subject to time. This makes him the perfect candidate for the ultimate cause of the universe. The distinction between contingent and necessary being is crucial here. Everything in the universe, including the universe itself, falls into the category of contingent beings. They require an explanation for their existence. Only a necessary being, one whose existence is self-sufficient and non-contingent, can serve as the ultimate ground of all reality. This necessary being is God. Conclusion. God as the ultimate cause of the universe. The universe, with its contingent nature and finite beginning, cannot be the cause of itself. It requires a cause outside of itself, one that is timeless, necessary, powerful, and personal. God, as the self-existent and necessary being, is the only sufficient explanation for the existence of the universe. While atheistic worldviews often attempt to avoid this conclusion by positing self-causing or infinite regress models of the universe, these models fail to address the fundamental metaphysical problem. Contingent beings require an external cause. In the case of the universe, that cause must be God, the self-existent creator who transcends time, space, and matter. God is the necessary being who explains why anything exists at all, providing the ultimate grounding for the existence of the universe and all that is within it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.